We're going to start the week with the messages of the great prophets of the world. Our victorious kids, they're always carrying the message of equality, and that discovering that secret power which you saw just now in Prophet Muhammad's case, the pre-Muhammad, pre-Islamic period in the darkness. You saw the message similarly by the Guru Nanak Ji's, that we tend to forget. And why do we tend to forget? What is that reason? Is that little me? And we are always trying to do things to please that little me. Another word for it called selfishness. The great prophets have gone ahead and given messages to the whole mankind. Stop being selfish. You notice one thing, if you reflect upon it, look at Muhammad, look at Guru Nanak, the two presentations, even for those who were not very enlightened about their life and stories, look what they were. They were nothing. They were totally ignorant. But they leaned upon on their faith on God, call Him by any name, and look at how the life has changed. Today, you look at Islam is becoming one of the largest religion of the world. It's on the march of that. Look at Guru Nanak Ji. He didn't know anything. He couldn't even study. He couldn't even read. So father got bored and said, come on, go and do some work. He was sent to one of the Zamindar's place to do little work. Zamindar told him, find out how much of grain do you have, measure it on the other side. So they were given a big kerchief. So he was to measure how many kerchiefs. Though those, months and sayers and kilos were not very familiar, but he was measuring it. And he was counting 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. And when he went to 11, 12, 11, 12, 13, the moment he said 13, he just forgot everything else, and thereafter he kept on saying Tera, Tera, meaning everything is yours. Look at Muhammad. You heard from the presentation that people were chasing him to get out and they wanted to kill him. And he was running on foot with his devoted friend. And the soldiers they were about to catch up with him. And then his friend said, now we had it. You're going to die. They're going to kill us. We are only 2. How can we fight with them? Muhammad said, we are not 2. We are 3. He said, who is the third one? Have you forgotten Allah? And immediately thereafter they found a little kind of a rocky area and there was a cave. Muhammad said, let's go inside the cave and hide. His friend said, if you're going to do that, then they're going to find it very easy to come inside and kill. Any case they're in the horses and you're running, they're going to catch you anyway. He said, come inside. Don't forget that you have God, Allah in your favor. As he goes inside, a spider comes and makes a net right in the cave. And when the soldiers came and they said, he must be inside there. And the leader of the soldiers, he said, how can it be? Can't you see it is covered up with the cobweb? Let's go and fight for him. Don't waste time here. So look at it. What Shardamam was talking to you about. There is a general tendency for us within our own family, hiding things and doing it from our parents, starting with, then from the teachers, and then from the husbands, and then from the wives. And we are always wanting to hide. Why? Because you've forgotten about something called self-respect. Have respect for yourself. And it is not believing in Islam or Gurdwara or Hinduism or Christianity or anything. It is not that. The ancient religion, as per Swami Vivekananda, talks about an atheist is the guy who does not believe in himself. Those who do not believe in God. And he said the modern religion talks about an atheist is the one who doesn't believe in himself. So we are teaching our children, respect all religion, respect all caste and creed, men and women equal, and respect the powerful secret power within you, yourself. And if you and I respect our own self, you will see, you will stop having that back is broken. You'll be standing, chest out, chin out, you're powerful. If you notice, the commoners and the kings and the queens, there's a difference the way they carry. Let's say the Western or the Indian scenario. Look at the kings and the queen. They stand tall, they're always carrying things to protect people, protect their country, called Kshatris. They carry themselves straight, upright. Why? Truth is number one. Love is the second. And third, they protect. When you develop that, this is what schooling and education is meant for, you will not hide. You don't need to do it quietly. If you have to do something, do it. Seek the necessary requirement. Is it really required? So awaken that power from within, from all this spirituality which is there, is that same message is from Vedanta. It's talking about ignorance gives you that pre-Muhammad period, what you talked about, we didn't know. And knowledge is the wisdom, takes you to say, this is not it, it's something else. So awaken the power from within, the children, within yourself. Unless you deposit in your own bank, you can't do withdrawal. You have to have balance. Same way, until unless you withdraw the so-called the poverty and throw it away from you and bring in the richness which is also within you. You make deposits. How are you going to give it to the children? So that's why Shah Muhammad, the principal and the vice president, finds it. It was a little sad that in the last presentation very few people participated. You should think, I am the one who is giving the presentation there. How would I like other people to be there? And you should think, what did my parents, my country, my relatives, my friends want out of me? So, message of Vedanta, which is what is the circulating all religion together as one international religion. And the Vedanta is talking about that ignorance gives you thinking about this little me. And you want to do what? Please this yourself. That's selfishness. He said, whereas when you live your life for other people, then you become a great person. Look at today, let's say, Islam or Sikhism. Any country you go, look at the richest buildings, so powerful. Where did all this come from? Look at Christianity. Where was Jesus? Born in a manger. Where did it come from? So when you hold on to the truth which is within you and everywhere else around, which is called in Vedanta consciousness, call it by any name, hold on to that power. And it is good to follow that religion that's been told to you from Parampara. At the same time, spread the word of goodness, purity, equality, and your opinion too may be right. So you say, this is what IB is talking about. That whatever you think may also be right. You have a good day. Reflect upon it, spread it to the children. Thank you.